It's a dramatically different world now in 2024 than it was in 2019. And COVID had far and away the biggest impact in shaping that. When we think about energy markets, the one thing I would reflect on the most is OPEC is now more unified than it has been in 2 generations of leadership. Not just OPEC, but of course OPEC Plus and its alliance as well. People forget that just before the pandemic, Russia and Saudi Arabia were both having a price war in the market. That's unthinkable in 2024. So that unity in the Producers Alliance is probably the strongest that we've seen it in living memory, and that's a huge difference for the market.
وبرأيك ما هو أكثر ما يقلق أسواق الطاقة والمتداولين فيها؟
Well, generally speaking, traders' focus has moved away from volatility. We saw a lot of volatility post-pandemic, but it's moving away from being worried about volatility, and now traders are worried about efficiency. And what I mean by that is it's never been more difficult to move energy around the world, whether it's crude oil, refined products like diesel and gasoline, or even natural gas in the form of LNG. It's actually very difficult to move these things around the world because of different conflicts in different parts of the world. So the cost of shipping is higher, the time it takes to do shipping is longer, and so the markets are less efficient. On top of that, high interest rates, well, not historically high, but very high interest rates at least, have made it more expensive to trade. It's more expensive to raise capital and more expensive to finance activity. So efficiency and financing, that's actually what's on traders' minds right now.
وما هي نظرتكم المستقبلية لقطاع الطاقة سواء أسعار النفط أو الغاز؟
Generally speaking, we have a pretty robust outlook for oil, mostly because we've seen it demonstrated that producers will keep supplies away from the market to protect the price. So we would expect oil to be trading around $85 at the end of this year, and maybe $83 at the end of next year, which is really another way of saying very stable environment. Gas is a lot more volatile. There's a lot of LNG coming to market, a lot of new supplies coming to market. So a little bit more bearish on the outlook for gas. Currently, LNG is trading around $10 an MMBTU. We might see that closer to 8 or 7 by the end of next year.